My name is Becky Yee. I'm a commercial fashion photographer and photo studio owner based in New York City. There are two major types of photographs that every designer needs. One is a product shot. The other is a lifestyle or a campaign shot. The product shot is e-commerce. So you're going to show how the product actually looks on a very clean background, and you don't want the model to have any kind of character. They're just standing there. And you really just have to show what the product actually looks like. You don't want to have hands in the way of your product. You don't want it to be bent or anything like that. You have to really show the product straight ahead. You can also, for the product shots, you can do something what's called a super flat, where you actually lay the garment down on the ground and you shoot it from above. And then the other type of photography that you need is more a lifestyle campaign editorial shots. And that is showing a little bit more soul and vibe of your brand. You're not really focused on showing what the product actually looks like, the cut, the design. You're just showing like, what's the energy, what's the soul, what's the emotion that you're trying to evoke from this current collection. So that, again, lifestyle editorial campaign, and the other one is e-commerce product shots. You can shoot your e-commerce product shots and your editorial campaign shots on the same day, but I do not recommend shooting them at the same time. So have a clean white background or gray background, seamless setup, and shoot all of your e-commerce shots, front shots, side shots, and if you do have detail, the back shots, shoot all of them. Get every product that you have in that collection against a clean background. And those are your product e-commerce shots. Then at the end of your shoot, you don't need to shoot every single product for the editorial campaign. Pick your star key looks. If you have 3 or 4 looks or outfits that are really kind of exemplify that current collection, take those and take the time to really shoot those in a more lifestyle campaign way. You might have a beautiful banquette or a gorgeous window or something that shows the current vibe of your collection, and then really spend the time to shoot those photos very more considerately, with more thought. Whereas the e-commerce shots, like, get her in there, front, side, back, get her out, change her. Your e-commerce shots should go quick. She's got a couple of like hands at the side, hands at the hip, this way, okay, done. Change her really quickly. But once you go to the campaign editorial shots, you really have to take a little bit more time to get soul and vibe and the energy that you want to communicate for that current collection. You can shoot it on the same day, but you don't shoot them at the same time. You can maximize any photo shoot by getting someone to shoot behind the scene photos. Really assign a person to do behind the scenes photos. So they're getting little like videos of you making the photo shoot, they're getting the model getting their hair and makeup done, they're getting you talking about what you want to accomplish for this particular shoot. That's a really great way to maximize your photo shoot. You get your e-commerce shots, you get your 3 or 4 lifestyle shots, and then you get the behind the scenes stills and videos. You can use it for Snapchat, Instagram stories, Instagram, Facebook. You can even do a Facebook Live if you want. You can interview the designer, the model, the photographer, the hairstylist, the makeup artist. Interview everyone and tell them, like, what's your favorite thing about today's photo shoot? All those things, you can keep them in your pocket for when you release the collection, and then you can start like disseminating all this other social media photos and video. How to choose the right photographer is very important. Depending on what you want, if you just need product shots, find a photographer that shoots super clean images, clean background, clean lighting. If you want to show a little bit more soul and vibe and feel for your brand, then hire a photographer that is in line with the style of your brand. So let's say if you're more into realism and authenticity, then you want a photographer that kind of shoots like natural lighting and more natural movements in the model. If your brand is very, very maybe high end, more on the couture line, then you want a photographer that shoots a little bit more well-produced shoots. Good lighting, good location, beautiful lines in their photography. You have to think about what your brand is all about and make sure the photographer can produce those types of photos. When you're doing these photos, you absolutely need a team. You need extra hands, even if it is your friends, your sister, your cousin, I don't care. You need people to help you carry the equipment, carry your clothes, carry the accessories. I mean, usually on a lookbook shoot, you'll have the designer, hair, makeup, photographer, and I swear I really feel very strongly that fashion designers should not style their own shoots. If you can, hire a wardrobe stylist. The wardrobe stylist will bring so much more to the shoot. They'll get the right accessories, shoes, bracelets, socks, necklaces, earrings, hats, all that stuff. Again, hire a wardrobe stylist, even if you just find someone that wants to be a wardrobe stylist. I really recommend doing that. The reason why is that fashion designers always think they can style their own photo shoots, but the reality is they're too close to the collection. They can't see other elements that they can bring in that will be really enhance the collection, because they have very mind. They're all about the actual garments of clothing. They're not looking at the whole full look of the collection for the photos. So for teams, you absolutely need a team. Hair, makeup, wardrobe stylist, and obviously photographer. That's the actual, I would say, the bare minimum for your shoot. And then on top of that, you need assistants. You need your assistant. You have your assistant to tell you what you shot, make sure you shot it, make sure you shot it the way you want it, write a shot list out, and then have someone next to you that's checking off, that's making sure, oh yeah, we shot that, we shot that, we shot that, we shot that. Because there's so many things going on, it's so easy for things to fall through the cracks. You need a support staff. So I would say for the fashion designer, make sure you have one assistant that is only your assistant, and then hair, makeup, wardrobe stylist, and photographer. Models are very important for you to choose. You should actually do a fitting to make sure that your samples fit the model. I know everyone says that, oh, we don't have a budget, let's just grab anyone. Take the time to do a fitting. So you do a casting call. If you go to the agencies, or even if you do Craigslist, I mean, you can get some great girls on Craigslist. Another really great resource, this is a little tip for you, is that if you don't have money to pay agencies and you're not getting any good people on Craigslist, is to look for all the dancers. Dancers have been a great resource for me sometimes when we have very low budget lookbooks, because the dancers have beautiful bodies, they can move really well, and I know this is awful, but I can pay them like $100, $200 for the whole shoot and give them an article of clothing. Or sometimes you could just give them an outfit and they're happy with that, and the photos, so they get all the photos that they can use for their own promotion. There's no hard fast rule on how many photos you need, but I would say you need at least one product shot of every single product that you have against a clean background. Again, you could have it on a model or you could have it on a super flat, whichever is the best. And front view, side or 3/4 view is always best. If you do have a lot of very specific detailing on the back, get a back shot. Sometimes for dresses they might have a giant bow on the background, the back, that is very important to that garment. Make sure you get that back shot. Front, side is usually the minimum, and then lifestyle shots. And you don't need a lifestyle of every single piece of clothing in your collection, just the stars of that collection. So if you have 3 or 4 looks from that collection that are just like the cornerstones of that collection, make sure you get as many photos of those pieces as possible. So I really recommend doing a casting, and at the casting do a fitting too, so that the model can try on all the clothes and find the model that fits your clothes the best, and then looks like the ideal client that you want to wear your collection. I want to encourage everyone to get the best photos of your brand and share it with the world. You can do so much with so little, but you have to put some thought into it. If there's any way that I can help you with it, please contact me. My information will be in this article. And I have a studio in New York City, and I would love to help emerging designers to just get their voice, get their brand out there. So contact me, and I would love to see if it's a good fit and to work with you. Wish you all the best, and I wish you all the best with your brand, and just go out there and kick some booty.